My business is worth 20 million. After a while, I'd been working in my 9 to 5 for I think 2-3 years. It was in 2023 when I got my next salary, which was as at that time 20,000. One day I just sat down. There was no AC in the office. I was heat. It's like the heat brought out the senses in my I needed money. That's why I started. There's money in this country. You just don't know the amount of work that you put into, especially your personal business, what you own, can determine how successful you can be.
Before we start talking about business, usually I prepare a lot for my guests. See, you have these goodies in front of you, all this bowl of sweets. But inside this bowl, you have, I think it's a paper, it's a note for you. Just pick it up and let's talk about what you have there.
Okay.
Beth, why did you pick the one that was close to you?
No. Okay. I knew.
Read up.
Okay, I have to.
Yes.
You're not reading for me?
I don't want to read for you. I want you to read for yourself.
Okay, it's front and back. Oh.
Yes.
Be honest. Do you think hard work or connection determines success in Nigeria today?
Hey visionaries and hustlers, it's another banging and inspiring episode of Hustle Chronicles. You know, this is where we dive deep into real stories, real struggles, and real wins behind everyday hustlers out there. Yeah. And today we are talking fashion, we're talking thrift, we're talking creativity. You know, you've probably heard of Beth Bazaar or Bethique fashion anywhere on the streets of Instagram, you know. The thrift brand that's been redefining pre-loved fashion and turning second-hand clothes into first-class style. And the brain behind it all is none other than my amiable guest on today's episode, my elegant Betty Butter.
Be honest. Do you think hard work or connection determines success in Nigeria today?
Be honest. If I don't use your church mind, use your normal mind.
Yes or no? So if you don't know the way, if you don't know the connection way.
Wow, there's a connection way.
Yes, now. I tell, when people tell me, oh, why haven't you traveled out of Nigeria? There's money in this country. You just don't know.
You
just don't know the way to get it.
Oh my, I'm tapping you right away.
If you know the way to the connection, that determines success. But if you don't, your father don't know anybody, your mother don't know anybody, yourself you don't know anybody, you better carry your hard work or your head very, very strongly. Sure you get. So I think hard work can determine the amount of work that you put into, especially your personal business, what you own, can determine how successful you can be.
Okay.
But also, knowing people can help you. So I think it's both.
Okay, what do we have on the other side? Hustlers, are you penning it down?
Do you believe a business owner needs to be loud online to stay relevant, or can a quiet hustler still win?
Yes, see, there's a backstory to that question. If you look at the world of Instagram, TikTok right now, an average entrepreneur online is dancing.
Yes.
Where everybody is now taking content creation. Like, you think a perfume business, a perfume seller, how would I call it, a scarf, hair vendor, like everybody's now dancing. So I don't know, have I even seen, have I seen you
the
dance?
Problem is, there's this lady that sells Thrift. Her name is Thrift.
I know her.
She made a video a couple of days ago and she said, why is everybody dancing? I feel like people have normalized and they now think you have to dance.
Yes, you have to create
content to make things, to make money in business. But no, it doesn't work that way.
Because I hardly see Beth Bazaar dance.
Dancing is just the easy way out.
Okay.
But it's not just dancing.
It means you're doing something else that they don't know about.
Yes, because if you're just dancing every day for people, are you a dancer?
You can be.
So, but some people dance and then they use the overhead caption, relatable content. That is why that content is a content, not a dance video. Well, a lot of people don't know. They just think you have to dance and just put something in the caption or showcase your. It doesn't work that way. Branding is way more than dancing. And yes, to answer this question, a quiet hustler can still win. I've been with,
Are you a quiet hustler?
no, I'm not.
But I hardly see you dance.
I don't dance, but I do other things. I have 19,000 followers on TikTok. How do you think that came by?
Oh,
I use other brands, strategies, other business marketing strategies. That is not just dancing. Also, I don't know how to dance. Do you know any fine girl that knows how to dance?
Oh. My bad.
I can't do all those. Where do you want me to start from?
Because when any trend jumps out, before you know it, everybody's upping on it. And you'll be like,
Look
people
at-
that are selling lace, selling this, selling pencils, selling books, selling...
Look at the best business owners that you can find on social media. Not most of them, not all of them dance.
Exactly.
For example, look at Bethique James. She does not dance every time.
Yeah, but she does a lot of content.
That's what I'm saying. Content is not just dancing.
That's true. But you can be loud in it. You can be loud
That's what
in
I'm
other
saying. You
ways.
can be loud enough. For me, I do educational content. And when I want to start my content, you will hear my voice say, oh, yes. You will hear my loud voice. Because I want it to have a captivating hook. So there are other things that you can do. For example, for Mina Thrift City, I will use her because she's in my industry. She speaks Yoruba.
In fact.
She insults people.
In fact.
She's saucy. That is her own content. And it works. It sells her.
Exactly.
So she's loud in her own way, but it doesn't mean that she has to dance. There are also some other business owners that don't even create content. Do you know that there are businesses, in
fact, there are faceless business owners, and they are cashing out real well.
So there are several businesses that you can do, and it's just mouth-to-mouth marketing that will work for you. It's physical marketing that will work for you, not necessarily you having to be online.
Okay, thank you. You know, if you had picked that other one, I was going to ask you if you can actually stop, if your relationship can actually make you, I think I should read it.
Okay, please.
Because I really wanted you to pick this.
Let me pick.
I want
I can pick both now.
Because you didn't pick it the first time.
Yeah,
and I picked it for you. Let me just read it. Hustlers, it's part of what we are discussing. Do you think... no, let me read this one. This one is more interesting. If you were offered 20 million to quit your hustle today and start something new, would you accept?
No, I wouldn't.
20 million naira to quit your hustle today and start something. I had to read it again.
I heard it the first time.
Would you accept?
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
Because currently my business is worth 20 million. So giving me that to go and start, and when I say 20 million, I don't mean just cash. I mean in hard assets, in
oh God.
Calm down. in clothing, in my space, in the investments that I've put in my business is worth 20 million. So before I started Thrift business, I'd done a lot of businesses. I mean, you knew.
So please don't enter that conversation because we are going into it. We are going to the beginning game.
Okay.
Yes.
So for me to stick, I've been doing this business for 5 years. So for me to get here, it means that I've seen this business. I know that this business can make me the kind of money that I want to make. So 20 million, maybe if you make
add
it
a bit to it, 50 million can make you.
No.
100.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. This is my guess. Wide about. Anyway, let's come back to why we are here fully. How did you start your business? Like, what really inspired you to go into thrift fashion? Let me put it that way, because you're not just a thrift seller. Like, you have to be fashionable. So how did you drift into thrift fashion? Let's start. How did Beth Bazaar start?
Okay, so I'm not going to try to romanticize anything. I needed money. That's why I started. I know people try to say, oh, I was inspired, I was fashion. Maybe for me, I was hungry. That's why I started. But before I started Thrift business, I had done other things. When I was in school, even from my first year, I would do prawn crackers, tie them in a nylon.
You know, sometimes I look at your back, your old, I feel like this guy, you sold food at some point.
So there was one time chokers were raining. I sold chokers. I was making food. There was one time I had a food business. I used to be a model.
I remember you made my birthday jollof rice one time.
I used to do a lot of things. And then the food business was it was too strenuous. It was taking a lot of time. You know, I'm young now. Me facing firewood every day, every day, and I didn't understand the business. I didn't understand the business aspect of it. Like I could employ people to do that for me, so it was not easy. Also, I started with very small capital. Food business can be capital intensive, sort of. So, but for clothing, one day, I don't know. There's a lady I buy Thrift from, and she sent me a package, and I looked at the package and everything. I was like, and I can do this so. So the Sunday after the package came, I was living in Ondo then. I went to Sabo. I didn't buy anything. I was just looking at people that were buying to resell. And I told myself I will start this business. And when I got my next salary, which was as at that time 20,000, I used everything to buy clothes. But before then, I had done a lot of research. How to do this, how do I snap it, how do I make it look good so that it doesn't just look raggedy and all that. And I started.
But did you ever imagine it would actually become a full-time business?
To be honest.
Or did you just start as a side also?
No. Yes. As a side also. Yes. Because I was working then. I was working in 9 to 5. In fact, I thought I was actually going to quit at a point. Because I love clothes. I just told myself, if I cannot sell it, I'll wear it. So I bought mostly my sizes. Yeah. So because I thought it wouldn't stay 2-3 months. I'll probably look for, let me just be doing this for now, right? But after a while, I'd been working in my 9 to 5 for I think 2-3 years. It was in 2023. I was doing a job. Before then, I didn't have a grasp of my finance. I didn't know how to save my money, put my money. I was always spending my money. So one of my friends, who is an accountant, God bless him, advised me that I should start a job, even if it's 1K daily, and that was how I was able to nurture my financial discipline. And I started doing a job. And by the time I left my job, I was getting paid, I think, 90K. I was already doing a job of 180K every month.
Wow.
No, 360K every month.
That means you took more than a slot.
Yes. So one day I just sat down. There was no AC in the office. I was heat. It's like the heat brought out the senses in mind. I just told myself, what am I doing? And as at that time, I would go to work in the morning till the evening. And when I get home, I will leave office by 5 because my place is not far from work. When I get home by 6, I will start shooting. So all the hours I gave to my business was in the midnight. Less than 7 hours. So if I can give 24 hours to this business and I'm already earning this amount of money, and when you do a job, you know it's not the total of your revenue.
Of course.
It's just something that you remove from it. So it means I'm earning more. I just need to track this very well and put more effort into it. And I decided there and there, I think it was in 2022, that immediately I finish my service, I'm going to leave. And that's
what. Wow. Okay, let's talk about your first sale that actually, made you feel like, we pin. We mount here. Tell us about the first thing. How did it go? I have a
bad memory. I can't remember. But I think there was a time that I think it was when I moved to Lagos.
Okay.
So in Ondo, we didn't have much suppliers like that. But I've been seeing suppliers online, but I could not buy because I could not afford the transport for it to be brought to Ondo. So when I came to Lagos, the first bale I bought, I think I bought it 250K. And by the time I sold it, I got about 100 to 200 profits.
Wow.
That was the moment I decided, girl, we pin here. We are doing this business.
Okay, so yours is not a thing of, okay, I prayed about this and I got a leading that this is what I was going to do. You didn't come from that angle. You just felt like, I think I need to devote more time to something else other than this.
I'm not really a religious person.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's that angle too. I don't have to pray about things. I believe in my intuitions. And then I'm a medium risk taker. If it fails, I won't say hi because I cannot dive into things like forex and crypto. But
why?
Because you can't depend.
I can't.
Well, I'm still young. You have to have a potential. So in my head, I do things like I don't do things. I do things this way. If it works, it works.
You don't give it so much of a thought process. Like
if it fails, we pick another thing. I've done several businesses. I've worked in 9 to 5. There is no walks of life. I used to be a backup singer for musicians. All this tumba. I've done ushering.
Oh my God, my guess has thought across different outfits.
So what do you want? The only thing I have not done is stand by the roadside.
Okay, now what's that one thing you actually learned the hard way, running this business?
One thing I have learned, I wouldn't know. I had the toughest challenge. If you're not going to be asking me about my toughest challenge, can I say it now?
Yeah, just say it. Go ahead.
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
in May, in April,
Okay.
I launched my store.
2025?
2025, my
Okay.
first working store. I used to work from home right from the beginning.
Oh.
And I pranked my customer. Meanwhile, what I was even supposed to do is make a content about the store opening, but I didn't do that. I did all of that in secrecy. And before I launched, I told my customers, because thrift buyers have this attitude, they can buy something and leave it with you for a year. So I wanted stockpilers, yes. I want everybody to get their stuff so that by the time we move from the house, we will not mix stuff.
Okay.
So I now told them I was closing down my business. I want to close down my business, so everybody should collect their stuff. And by the time I opened up the store and I told them, I was not closing down, the prank went as far as I was saying I wanted to sell my business. I didn't know that people took the
prank seriously.
Serious. Some even said they cried.
Yeah,
that they could not afford to lose their good vendor. And by the time I came back and I told them that we are not closing, this is what God has done. It didn't sit well on a lot of people, and I didn't know why. But eventually, in May,
how were you able to track that it didn't go well? They moved or they stopped patronizing?
Yes.
Okay.
In May, we didn't make money except for the store, because the store is in a very open place, so we're making, but online I lost almost all of my customers. I would post about 200 items and I would sell like 20. Which compared to before is very, very bad. I was really depressed, I was down, and some of them kept saying, that prank, they kept talking about it. And in my head I'm like, you people are supposed to be happy for me, so why are you like this? Why are you like this?
Maybe they felt like even if it was a prank and then you were coming back, you should have done more like an homecoming.
God bless you, but I think
video,
I took
but
the
you
prank
didn't do
too
it
far.
that way.
And another thing I did is, while they were telling me, this thing didn't sit well with that, in my head I was like, are you people haters? Why are you hating? Why are you hating? But I went back to the board. I took time off. I was really, really depressed. I was at the lowest, but I took time off. I let my staff handle the store. I went on a break. I went home. I thought about it, and I finally, it resonated with me to apologize.
So, but during that time, was there ever a time where you actually felt like quitting? Oh, like
yes,
you're no longer running.
Yes, I wanted to actually close the store down.
So what now kept you going?
The fact that I would be hungry. Hunger, I don't know. I don't know. For me, hunger is a big motivation. I started from the bottom, and when I say bottom, I don't mean bare floor. I mean like inside gutter. So I don't want to go back there.
You've tasted soft life,
and I want to maintain it.
Oh, and it's not easy to maintain.
You know the soft life where you eat creamy pasta and then you have a bottle of red wine on it. I've tasted it. I don't want to go back. From here, it's up. I want to be on a yacht. So the hunger motivates me, and I just told myself there's no giving up. Also because this business, like I said, from the moment I came to Lagos, I realized that this business has prospects. I'm not leaving. I can quit for a while, but I'll come back. At that time, I even thought to quit. But I took a break, went back to my board, apologized to my customer, and then I realized, I went back to why did I even start this business? When I started, what were my strategies? I realized people like affordable stuff. I went back to that and
started picking up. No, now let's talk about competition, because this line of business has a lot of people in it, especially your location. Lagos is big, Lagos is wide. So how do you deal with competition?
It's even worse that thrift in itself, thrift clothing because I can be wearing thrift and you can be wearing new. There's Aba made, there's Nigeria made, there's China made, there's Turkey wears.
There's Turkey. I just recently found Turkey.
So there are, all of you can be on the same streets. not to talk about the street of social media, there's competition, but there's competition in every business too.
Exactly.
The fact that you're breeding does not stop me from breeding. You will still sell, and there are millions of people in Nigeria. So sometimes when sales are low and I call my mom and I'm ranting, she will say, oh, Jao Yani. I say, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like, there's never a time that people have money.
But you know, there's this saying that goes that, you know, is anybody that has eaten and belly full that will talk about wearing fine clothes or wearing good clothes. So because I think there was a time I was having a conversation with somebody talking in line of business. I was like, I'd rather do food than do any other business. I was like, okay, why? So that is anybody that eats that is satisfied that will think of wearing good clothes. But come to think of it, people are in this business and they are thriving.
They're thriving.
So I really want to know. So what stands you out among your competitors in this business you're doing?
I will say this, not for just for me, because I've started moving with business owners that are doing better than I do, and I'm realizing what I don't have and they have, and this is probably what people who look up to me think too. What differentiates you from the next business owner are your strategies. Creative strategy. The reason why that girl insults people online, that's a strategy and it works for her. The reason why Vicky James cooks in the kitchen and is always bringing up her husband and everything, it's a strategy and it's working. So for me, I think my strategy, I educate people a lot. That was how I grew my TikTok page. I'll educate business owners. Even business owners still buy from me. And then my honesty. People know that I'm very honest.
Yeah.
If I'm shooting a video of a cloth and it has like a bit of,
let them know.
I'll let you know.
So you not be caught by surprise when you get your package.
Affordability.
That makes sense. Now let's shake things up a bit.
Okay.
Some people say thrift is just okrika with packaging. Is that true?
In the mere context of it, it is. Because sometimes we go to market store and pick, and when we bring them back, you know. But the thing is, thrift have grades. I tell people when they say, thrift is too expensive, I will go to Katangwa and I will carry 50k and I will buy plenty. I will tell you that everything you buy with 50k in Katangwa, if you buy 100 items, when your friends want to go out, you will not see one single one to wear and follow them. Because you bought rags. There are grades in thrift business. There are bills that are worth 700,000, 800, even ₦1 million. And it's thrift. And there are thrift bills that are like 50,000 naira, 60,000 naira, 100,000 naira. You cannot compare something that is 50,000 naira to 100,000. The grades are, there are some clothes, for example, the 720k bill that I sell to. If you pick out an outfit, it can be new. You will see tags. They carry big brand tags, high street brands.
Wow.
So sometimes maybe it's not just packaging, maybe it is, because if I'm selling all those high street brands, I pour it on the floor, people would think it's 200 naira.
Exactly.
But if I wear it on the gold mannequin, you will not. If I say it's 10,000.
Because what we grew up to know, I remember then, we can actually walk into the market and pick 100 naira top, a 200 naira top, and we wash it properly, do proper laundry with it, and then we are slaves.
You see why I say I agree. I agree that Okrika is proper. It's packaging.
Okay, I'll ask you some questions. I want you to sharply give me the answer.
I'm with you.
So, do you ever keep the best items for yourself before selling them?
No.
Have you ever done that before?
No, I think I just didn't hear your question well. Sometimes when I open the bill and I like something, I pick it for myself. I'm not selling.
You're not selling it.
That's my own. I just pick for myself.
What if you pick the most finest ones?
That's why it's my business. If you want to pick the finest one, to start your own business too.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, sorry. I take that
back. Okay, so have you ever been judged or underestimated because you sell used clothes?
No, but people made me. When I used to work in TV.
Okay.
So when I wanted to quit my job and I told my mother and a couple of people, why will you leave? You are a TV presenter. OAP. What do you mean you want to leave OAP for Okrika? And me, I didn't even say it like that because I tasted money. And
which one pays my bills?
Yeah, I want the money to keep going. Reputation will not put food on your table.
You can't even build a reputation with your business. I can imagine that a typical African mom sounding that way.
So after like say a year after I left my TV job, I still used to tell people, I'm a presenter. I'm an OAP because I wanted them to respect me. But after a while, I just sat myself down.
Okay, two more questions on this segment. Now, do you think Nigerians are truly embracing thrift fashion or they are just pretending for social media aesthetics?
Judging by the amount of deliveries I do, I think they're embracing it. Sometimes we do like $100, and I've seen people that pack bales. There are people buying them. If they're not buying them, they will not be selling. So
Of
yeah,
course.
people walk into my store, they test clothes, they buy. People buy and they don't question. I know people that buy new wears too, and they still buy thrift. Also, because when you wear thrift, you don't see everybody wearing it.
Yeah.
You're very, very unique. So yes, people are really embracing it. The part that people are not embracing is how expensive
True, because the kind of prices we see on thrift now is alarming. Some say you see like a 7K gown, a 15K gown, 12K gown, and it's thrift. People will be like, the one that will use and buy a new one. Like, how do you balance that? Has anybody ever accused probably a
Yes,
customer?
but you know what I tell them? You can't walk into any boutique now and see a 7K gown.
Of course, yeah, you're correct.
At the least you can get is 15K, and that 15K said you won't like it. For you to get quality clothing now, you need 20-something thousand above. So if you are getting a thrift item that looks like that,
For 7, 10,
and
12,
I still
15K.
neat, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't get it.
Okay, again, if you were not doing thrift, what will you be doing right now?
Right now, video editing, content creation, I really love those things, just I don't have time to focus on them. And there's money in that too.
Okay, I will call out some thrift items now. So I want you to, well, because it's your line of business, I know you want to say, this is, so is either you keep it or you trash it.
Okay.
Oversized jeans,
Keep it.
vintage handbags,
Trash it.
Crocs,
Trash.
second-hand underwear,
Inside the bin.
mixing designer with thrift.
Keep it.
Okay, street market finds,
Keep it.
re-wearing an outfit multiple times.
Keep it times 1 million.
Friends who don't support your business.
Keep it.
Oh, really? You're going to keep them?
Yeah.
Because?
I'm not really, I don't buy from all my friends. If I don't need it, I don't buy it. So, and then your friends and family are not, they are not your way to success. Strangers are. You don't need them.
True. So if you were to advise anybody, any young person that wants to probably start small, probably scared of, I see you do this oftentimes because you do so many things. You wear so many hats that people do not know.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I want to know, this is me bringing you here first hand. So any information you get from here, just keep it. It's solid. So if you were to advise anybody that is scared of starting this business, that scared of taking this risk, what would you tell them?
I would say it's hard. People think it's soft because they've heard that there's money in thrift business. There's money, but the problem is, how are you going to find your customers that will give you that money? But when you feel like giving up, keep at it. You were asking me, did I feel like giving up in May? Yes, I felt like giving up. But go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow. You start again. Don't ever give up. You will find those customers. Also, follow people that you can learn from. My friend will say, stalk them. Stalk is a bad word, but if you like somebody, you like their growth, you like what they are doing, follow them and replicate whatever they're doing. That's how I agree in content creation. I just follow people that
motivate you.
Yes, I think this person is doing. So I put their creativity together, and you don't have to be. I feel like people used to say, if you're not creative enough, you can't do this. I'm not very creative, but I'm good. I can replicate things. So I look at people. What are they doing? What are they doing? I put it together. And then I drive out my own uniqueness and I pursue that. Also, it's good to start big, but I advise people, if you can in thrift business, start small. Don't start with a bale. You will get tired. So if you can, start small.
Okay, but if you can't, so you can start big.
Yes.
You can start with bills. If they do not wear it, you wear
Because
it.
if you start with bills, that's the thing. If you start with bills, you can control your prices. If you buy slots now, slots is like small part of a bale. So you buy slots, tops, 20,000 for 10 pieces. You have to sell it at a particular price to get that one back. But if you buy a bill, there are different grades in a bill. You can decide to sell this 10 for 7K, this another 10 for 1,000. It depends.
You didn't even tell us, how do you source for your items?
Now I'm starting my own wholesale business. So I go to Oshodi. Oshodi is the headquarter of Thrift bills.
Okay, is it Oshodi or Katangwa?
No, it's Arena.
Oh.
You will get mostly things to pick, bills that they have opened in Arena. But in Oshodi, they don't open everywhere bills. That's the Nigeria main shopping complex. So you go there. People can't just go there randomly. So you're hearing me now, and you think you can just go there. You buy racks.
Wow.
So you have
you have
to have experience.
But because they're not going to open the bill for you,
they won't.
Check. So
And there's this thing they used to say in Yoruba, okrika oja okukuni. It's black market. You don't know what is inside until you open it. And when you open it and you don't like it,
because I see a lot of people rant online that they buy bills and they be like, out of this thing, I was able to only pick, every other thing is rags. You know, I also hear some people say, I wanted a gown bill and everything there is just shorts, just,
so I've bought from suppliers over time for me to now know which bill is which bill. This firm is good, this firm is bad. And there are also different firms of the same item. If you want to buy top, we have like 50 firms.
Come on.
So you have to know the best firms you want to carry. So it's a lot of work.
Okay, so what's next for Beth Bazaar?
My wholesales business. I'm diving into wholesales. Also,
are there plans to expand,
yes.
You know, to collaborate?
To collaborate with which people?
So many people.
Like, the only collaboration I'm looking forward to is maybe using influencers.
Influencers, yes.
Yes, influencers and all those
but
things.
But do influencers really do collaboration with that kind of business?
You still have to pay them.
But you are an influencer yourself.
That's why, you know, it didn't really enter me like that when you said it.
Wow. So now it's about wholesale business. Why wholesale? Is it that you're done with that part, or because I see this lady that you mentioned, Minat, I think she deals with.
She used to do retail. Now she's doing
wholesale. And sometimes I see when she films from afar, like I see that all where she, and I'm like, oh, this is money.
So for retail, you get more money with retail, but it takes a longer time to sell it. But with wholesales, you sell faster. The money might not be as much as you will get from selling retail, but you know, you sell faster. Also, I'm doing retail. Now I'm not doing wholesale. So it's a combination of both
together. Okay, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really enjoyed every bit. But wait, you didn't tell us. There's something you haven't told us, which I really want to know right now. What was the best review you've actually got from selling your pieces to people, and what's the worst review you've actually gotten?
Okay, thousands, hundreds, let me not say thousands, hundreds of good reviews. Some were even, there was a lady that sent me a voice note and she was praying for me and she was crying. Okay. So she has been buying things online and they will not size her or they will be scammed. Another problem is a lot of thrift vendors don't know how to measure sizes.
True.
So by the time you get it, it will either be smaller or, you know, and she was like, their quality, you know, she has been trying to get a thrift vendor that would give her the things that she actually wants. And she was crying, she prayed for me, and she would let her buy a lot of items from me. The worst review I've gotten was this year. We were reaching out to our old customers, and the lady said, me, I'm not buying from you people again. No. I bought a trouser from you, and it turned on the bike. And it turned on the bike. I say,
how is that supposed to be your business?
Say, how? Because I know I sell quality jeans. I went back to her chat. I asked her, what's her size? She told me she's size 14. She bought a size 12 pants. Size 16. She now bought a size 12 pants.
That's not even my problem. That means for you to have worn that trouser from your house and it tore on the bike, it means to a reasonable extent there's a fit there. So why is it my problem?
Another thing is we were doing sales, and I told them it's clearance sales, meaning that we were selling like the remaining like grade C items.
Lower grades.
She bought the pants for like 1,000 or so.
And she expected to see a grade A.
But you could see it was not a bad item, but you bought a smaller size. If something is tightening your butt and you try to, it will burst now. It's that's the worst. I felt bad because she said she was not going to buy from us again and everything. I just told her, I'm sorry, but then you cannot keep all customers. That's the truth. And you will always get new ones. People will go, people will come. That's business for you.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been beautiful chatting with you.
It's been my pleasure too.
So if I have like 1 million now, I can start Thrift business or less.
You can.
And I'll make like how
less.
much? Okay, so just tell people where they can find you, where they can locate you.
Please, on Instagram you can find us at bethique.ng, bethique.ng, same as on TikTok, bethique.ng. My wholesale page on TikTok is Bethique Wholesales.
Okay.
And on WhatsApp you can find us 081-3971-9062.
You didn't mention Instagram. You're not an Instagram fan.
That Instagram was the first I mentioned.
Oh, Bethique. Well, I know I've been mentioning Beth Bazaar.
I rebranded, I think about 2 years ago.
From Beth Bazaar to Bethique.
So Bethique is like boutique, but like with my name.
Bethique. I see sense. Strategy want to finish my guest. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Viewers, it's been a beautiful ride with the owner, the founder of Bethique.
I'm just a sales girl. Oh.
Yeah, for real and a demo. Hey, yeah, I was gonna ask, do you have a team you work with or you're a solo runner?
Currently, I have
You are the dispatch rider, you're the content creator, you're the...
Currently, I have 6 staff.
Wow.
I have a virtual assistant. I have staff in the store, and then I have staff in the studio that iron the clothes, and then we use dispatch companies too.
Wow. No more. Bethique is loaded. Thank you so much again for coming on the show. Viewers, there's nothing you can do for us on this show than to just, wherever you are, go follow Bethique anywhere on Instagram, on TikTok. Buy 1 or 50 items from her.
Please,
don't buy 1 or 2, please.
Please.
Buy 1 or 50 from her. Drop reviews and also follow Hustle Chronicles. It's been a smooth ride with her. And if this episode actually inspired you, if it sparked something in you, so follow your dream, chase your dream, and let's come tell the story. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's still your host, the Fumlayo Komoro. See you on the next one. Bye.